Zarina Yasmin welcoming you to SATV News. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has said that the government will provide family cards to 40 million families across the country in phases over the next 5 years. The Prime Minister made this remark while inaugurating the family card program at the TNT school ground in the capital's Bonani area this afternoon. The event was presided over by AZM Zahid Hussain, advisor to the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs. Tariq Rahman also said the government aims to ensure accountability to the people and fulfill its election pledges. According to the Prime Minister, 15,000 women from the Korail and Bhashantek areas received family cards in the first phase today. At the same time, Tariq Rahman asserted that several other election pledges have also been implemented since the government assumed office. Among those, agricultural loans of up to Taka 10,000 have been waived along with interest, the Prime Minister said, adding that the distribution of farmer cards will begin next month. Meanwhile, Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives Minister Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said the family card is a source of strength and empowerment for women in the country. Mirza Fakhrul, who is also the Secretary General of BNP, made this remark while speaking as the chief guest at a family card distribution program held in Rahimanpur Union under Thakurgaon Shodor Upazila this morning. He also said women will be able to stand anywhere with confidence with the family card. Through this card, a form of empowerment will be created for them, he added. Expressing gratitude to Prime Minister Tariq Rahman on behalf of all for introducing the family card, the minister said they have started work at the initial stage and eventually the card will reach every household across the country. Every farmer will be provided with an agriculture card, and using that card, farmers will be able to purchase fertilizer, irrigation facilities and seeds at fair prices, added Mirza Fakhrul. Asserting that no power is greater than the power of the people, the minister further said there was no proper rule of law for the past 15 years and people had been subjected to various forms of repression. Commerce, Industries, Textile and Jute Minister Khandakar Abdul Muqtadir today said the government remains firmly committed to implementing its electoral pledges and is working to improve the welfare and living standards of the people. He made this comment while addressing a family card distribution program as the chief guest at Bir Muktijodha M.A. Rove Junior School premises in Sunamganj, adding that the family card initiative has been introduced as part of the election manifesto of BNP. Khandakar Muqtadir also said women are best placed to understand household expenses. Providing financial support directly to women would strengthen family management and encourage savings, the minister further added. Sunamganj Deputy Commissioner Dr. Muhammad Ilyas Mia chaired the event. Earlier, the minister handed over family cards to beneficiaries. The Centre for Policy Dialogue (CPD) today recommended adopting realistic fiscal targets, strengthening revenue mobilization and prioritizing measures to tackle inflation and stimulate investment in the upcoming national budget. The report, titled CPD's Recommendations for the Next National Budget, was presented by CPD Executive Director Fahmida Khatun at the organization's office in the capital's Dhanmandi. Prepared under CPD's independent review of Bangladesh's development program, the report also highlighted the key macroeconomic challenges facing the economy. Fahmida Khatun said, Bangladesh's economy is currently facing multiple internal and external challenges that require careful and strategic policy responses. Restoring macroeconomic stability should be the government's immediate priority, she added. The report further noted that inflation has remained persistently high, with general inflation exceeding 9% in early 2026. Viewers, we're taking a short break. Stay with us.
Not enough action being taken to address the problem of fossil fuels.
What their plan initially is towards the Caribbean, a place that has been met with two types of disasters.
Bangladeshi students at the same level of opportunity internationally and domestically.
International Affairs. Watch every Sunday to Thursday at 2 p.m. only on SATV and SATV Digital. Hello and welcome to International Affairs, and my name is Shamsul Alam Pantha.
I don't see an easy resolution to this because every slight deviation from the plan
opening an open war conflict with them.
Testing nuclear missiles.
Russia's announcement of these supposedly successful testing.
Special and exclusive footage that is being played on SATV's screen.
Welcome back. You're watching SATV News. Now, news from abroad. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Iran is unlikely to resume negotiations with the United States following recent hostilities, citing what he described as a bitter experience with past talks. Speaking on PBS NewsHour from Tehran, Araghchi said that despite progress during previous rounds of negotiations, U.S. actions undermined the diplomatic process, making further dialogue with Washington unlikely to return to Iran's agenda. Araghchi also blamed the United States and Israel for rising instability across the Middle East, saying attacks against Iran had disrupted oil production and transportation in the region. He described the conflict as a war imposed on Iran, insisting Iran's actions were acts of self-defense. He further said that Tehran was not responsible for the broader consequences affecting the region and the international community.
American team in the negotiation,
U.S. President Donald Trump warned on Monday that the U.S. would hit Iran much harder if Tehran stopped the flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz. If Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far, Trump wrote on social media. Additionally, U.S. will take out easily destroyable targets that will make it virtually impossible for Iran to ever be built back as a nation. Oil prices fell on Tuesday after hitting their highest level in more than 3 years in the prior session, as Trump predicted the war in the Middle East could end soon, easing concerns about prolonged disruptions to global oil supplies. Meanwhile, Iranian government spokesperson Fatemeh Mohajerani stated that Iran is fully utilizing its resources, including the Strait of Hormuz, to leverage its strategic position. She also warned that Washington would hit Iran much harder if it blocked exports from the vital energy-producing region. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the strategic waterways of our country. It is one of the geographically God-given resources that the country possesses. The good thing is that when the country is in a state of war, maximum use of all resources must take place, Mohajerani said. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guard said on Tuesday that Tehran would not allow 1 liter of oil to be shipped from the Middle East if U.S. and Israeli attacks continue, prompting a warning from President Donald Trump that the U.S. would hit Iran much harder if it blocked exports from the vital energy-producing region. He warned that U.S. attacks could rise sharply if Iran sought to block tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, which handles 1/5 of the world's oil supply. Russia has so far been the only winner from the war in the Middle East as energy prices soar and attention for its war against Ukraine has faded, said EU Council President Antonio Costa on Tuesday. He made this remark during a speech to EU ambassadors in Brussels. He also said Russia gains new resources to finance its war against Ukraine as energy prices rise. It profits from the diversion of military capabilities that could otherwise have been sent to support Ukraine. And it benefits from reduced attention to the Ukrainian front as the conflict in the Middle East takes center stage, he added. Costa stressed the need for the EU to protect the international rules-based order, which he said was now being challenged by the United States, and for all parties in the Middle East to return to the negotiating table.
It benefits from the reduced attention
to the
Viewers, you are updated so far with our top stories here on SATV. To know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.